Done. गुड मॉर्निंग फ्रेंड्स। आप सभी का स्वागत है आपके इस चैनल पे। आज 4 जनवरी है और आज का द हिंदू का एडिटोरियल हम डिस्कस करेंगे। आर्टिकल काफ़ी अच्छा है, इससे हमें काफ़ी चीज़ें समझने को मिलेंगे और ये आर्टिकल हमारे जीएस पेपर 3 में हेल्प करेगा एनवायरनमेंट एंड एनिमल प्रोटेक्शन को लेकर, राइट्स को लेकर। सो लेट डिस्कस टुडे आर्टिकल। और ये आर्टिकल सुहृद परिस्थर स्वामी ने लिखा है, जो मद्रास हाई कोर्ट का एक सीनियर एडवोकेट हैं। सो हम डिस्कस करते हैं इस आर्टिकल को कि हाउ दिस आर्टिकल विल बी helping in our exam and what is the total spectrum of that article. So let we discuss. So in recent mm, in recent scenario in Tamil Nadu, first let me discuss that in every year on North India, Makar Sankranti celebrated. At the same time in Tamil Nadu, Pongal festival it will celebrated every year or sometime a day after. And at the same day, a historical or ancient festival of Tamil Nadu practicing in Tamil Nadu, that's name is Jallikattu. And uh, in this unethical game of animal and human conflict will be practicing since last more than 2000 year in Tamil Nadu, since the Sangam, before the Sangam period or Vedic period. So in this context, uh, uh, a controversy arose when the things going into the court in 2014 in the case of Naga Arjun versus a state welfare board of India case, when result are declared. What is the result? A result that Supreme Court unfavor the that practice, and Supreme Court directly argument that uh, a state or any under constitutions there is no ethical practices this is which is valid under the constitution to you are harnessing any animal or human animal conflict will not be a longer to valid, and this will practicing as a sport event. It means every year Pongal festival when happening, when occur, the at the same day Jallikattu will be experienced there. And in this sports, um, uh, a animal who is basically a bull and human both are the racing, and it's like animal human conflict will be there. And one bull going into a long line, and many people are in the crowd and they have to be distract them. And this type of event which will this is the definition of the Jallikattu event. So this will quashed by the Supreme Court in 2014 decision. What why this will be currently in the news? So there is something important that we discussed in this session. The uh, exactly after those decision in 2019, there is an election in Tamil Nadu state. Okay, uh, no, to 2020, early 2020, there is election in Tamil Nadu, and a state government in the favor of Jallikattu, they pass a law. Okay, to support Jallikattu because they directly want to favor of the common people of Tamil Nadu, and for that, uh, actually this type of event in which animal protection like environment is come under the concurrent list, under the schedule 7 into 2925, and under which a state and center both can enact law. But what happening in this case? Actually, when as in concurrent list, the union government law more favor than a state government. But in this case, when a state government law are assented by the president, those law have more value than union law in the current list. And at the same time, central government notification issued just after that event, and they also supported the jallikattu, and this will definitely uh, for the political variation. But what after that? Animal activist goes to the Supreme Court, knock the door for the right of the uh, mm, innocent bull. uh, and when they approach to the Supreme Court, they have certain argument in support of Jallikattu event to note practices in future. Their argument is that, is it first argument, is it possible to a state it mean a state, I mean Tamil Nadu a state do that practices of laws amending enactment and consent of the president, or this will uh, um, true mechanism through which process will be done rapidly? Or what about the earlier judgment of Supreme Court in which they quashed these, nullified these all practices, and now a state government issues a law? Second argument, that what about the fundamental right of the animal? Because right to life, word life have an ultimate definition, and life means also animals have also right to life, and a state must be comprehensively pondering about that. So this was the second argument of the petitioner. Third argument, it is under Article 51 A part G, under which we have a domination to support flourishing or focusing on our environment and animals to be evolve in a good manner, or we have to encourage their evolving. So what about the fundamental duty? Even DPSP also said that a state must be act as to support animals environment, to ensure a better environment and ecology. This all was the argument of the petitioner when knocked to the door of the Supreme Court uh, for those recent development in Tamil Nadu state. So, and the case is on the table still now, and hope a decision will come in short time. But it is very impending to the Supreme Court to favor the reverse their decision from unfavor to favor, because for that there is a significant argument needed for that to reverse the decision of the Supreme Court to the Jallikattu. This was the case. It mean this was the what happening there. It's all about that. But something is important, as 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 we as an UPSC aspirant to learn that how something ethical approach, how something constitutional validations, how acts are, because there is also act of prevention of cruelty act of 1960, which also violate through the action of a state government of Tamil Nadu and central government, in which they notify a notification under which they support the Jallikattu, and Supreme Court protect that PCA Prevention of Cruelty Act of 1960 in the Nagarjun case of 2014. But what about that? Also, we have an act of in Wildlife Protection Act of 1972, which also said it is also safeguarded our uh, whole conservation of the animal. But what about that? It will continue to in the further, and this will really, so something that we discussed, that what is the ethical approach of, as we as a citizen of India or any country or the world, we have to ensure the animal must be have animal have also to right of their life, or at least we have to be certain ethical thinking moral principles under which uh, we can uh, domesticate that, or at least we have a fidelity to them, to those. And so certain animal like dogs, elephants, monkeys, and those are more keenly to the humans, at least for those, like same as in jallikattu case, bulls, ox, cow, they are these are the animal who are just um, uh, living with us in our life or in our surroundings. For that we have, for sake of that those, we have to ensure a better safeguarding law or practices under which we can safeguard their rights. And for the wildlife, wild animals, we have a special arrangement of the Wildlife Protection Act, Environment Protection Act, under which many provisions are granted, and those are correspondingly happening. And definitely government focusing through the many programs, schemes, and agendas. So this is the case of today article, and I want to put something important of the article, and this will, it will note valley that must amend with the balanced approach, because we have to be ascertain the situation of the intertwining way of animal and human. So thank you to listening me, and this is the today editorial, and it is little complex to understand if you don't know about the something basic idea of these acts which I gone through in this session, or what is the moral and ethical principle of the animal human. So it will be difficult to understand you, comprehend you. So for further knowledge, you can refer to today Byju's is at 10 a.m., under which um, Sarmat sir discussed this all in a great way, and this will definitely help you. So thank you to joining me, guys. Love you. Okay, goodbye. Jai Hind.